start the show, Jimmy.
The #1 show in the world. Info-Wars. Wars with a Z.com.
Info-Wars. warswithaz.com.
Just another day on the front line, forced to apologize. Being who I am, but you better understand.
So much to get to tonight. Oh, it's gonna be a good show. I hope you're ready. Info-Wars, warswithaz.com. So you go www. There's enough W's. Yeah, www.info-wars.com. Does anybody say www. anymore? No, because you don't have to. Good God, you're old. Yeah, I know. I remember, Jimmy, when we used to have to say http://www. That's all that crap. Yeah, back in the 1920s or something. God, you're old. Let's forget about that. Let's just go ahead and give me a video to kick this show off with tonight.
We have some breaking news. Donald Trump has announced that the United States will begin selling, quote, gold cards in lieu of green cards for those who want to come in and earn citizenship in America.
Gold cards. Nice.
No, I'm not kidding. He just made an announcement in an Oval Office saying, quote, we're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. You're going to put a price on that card of about $5 million. And that's going to give someone green card privileges. Plus, it's going to be a route to citizenship. And
I don't believe that's a good idea.
Wealthy people will be coming into our country. This has never been done before. He is essentially...
He just wants wealthy. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Selling American...
So, let me get this straight. If you are a terrorist and you have $5 million, you can get the gold card. And probably at some point he's going to sell the black card, like the Amex Black, which you can do anything with. Well, that's a stupid idea. I hate to go against President Donald J. Trump, but if this is real, because I don't believe this guy for a second, if this is real, this is not a good idea.
Citizenship or access to those who are wealthy overseas to cut in front of asylum seekers and other individuals fleeing from war-torn areas of civil unrest.
Okay, but they can't be terrorists. If they have money, they can come in and spend money here. That's fine. They spend money here, but they can't be bad people.
And more. Now, this is just him making an
So you gotta put them in a room and say, "Are you a bad person?" And then they'll say no, and then you can let them in. But you gotta ask that question first. If they say yes, I'm a bad person, then they don't get to come in, even if they do spend the $5 million.
Announcement in the Oval Office, but it'll almost certainly be.
Well, couldn't they just lie? No, people don't lie. I don't know where you get that from.
Some type of executive policy that he tries to do soon.
If that's true, you shouldn't do that. Next.
I have a question. Okay, when you get older, do you still find people your age attractive? Like right now, like I find like obviously my age attractive.
Obviously.
But like when you're 70, am I going to be finding like 70-year-old men attractive?
No, you'll never find them attractive. It's just the only thing left. That's the reason why your eyesight goes and you start getting blind and that's why there's cataracts on the eyes, so you can't really see them. It's not that you are not or you are attracted to them. You just can't see them. And then you forget because you're old. You forget what you did and you can't see them. It's fine. So your eyes are good now and your memory's good now. But just wait.
Because right now I'm just like, oh, 70-year-old men. Like,
yeah, but you can see fine now.
80-year-old men? No.
Yeah, wait till the cataracts.
I need someone to answer this for me because like.
Yeah, cataracts, you don't know. Next.
So let me just say, I am 44 years old and I have been single since I was 39.
So you've been single 6 years? That's 5 years. Oh, you've been single 5 years.
I can't find a single soul.
Because you're old.
To be with.
Because you're old.
I tried all the dating sites.
You're old.
I've went to places, went to Lowe's Hardware at 8:30 in the morning went to the library, been to festivals, been to bars.
Yeah, you can't go to the library. Nobody goes there. It's called Google now. They changed the name of the library to Google.
Even the gym.
You know why? They're 24-year-olds at the gym. And then you walk in. So they're going to look at the 24-year-old. I'm sorry. I mean, this is the way it is. You know what you should do? You should cut your head off and then freeze it like Walt Disney. And when they invent a time machine or, something to reverse your age, then they can unfreeze you and bring you back, and then you'll be 24, and then you can date people. But now at 44, you're not going to the gym and finding guys.
Like I said, been on all the dating sites, and nobody's serious. Where are you? Where is he? The men aren't real. Like, they're from different countries. They're scamming me, phishing me, whatever you call it.
Yeah, because you're old.
I just want to know why it's so hard, and where are you, and why can't I find you?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Freeze yourself. If you can freeze your whole body, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at her body. You should just freeze your head. And then in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, when they can come up with something to reverse the aging process, then they can unfreeze your head and put it on a hot body, and then maybe you can date a guy then. But now being 44 years old, there's no chance of you ever dating again because you're old. I hate to say it, but no, I really don't hate to say it. Jimmy's right. Next.
I am very surprised as a 42-year-old. I'm very surprised as a 42-year-old on the market. It's always sad to admit that.
Jimmy, is this a girl? I think she identifies as a girl. We're past that. Donald Trump has done away with that. Identifies as bullshit. Is this a girl or is this a guy? I think it was born a guy, and I think it thinks it's a girl. Is that how we should say it now? What does it thinks it is?
But a lot of people, so my preferences on my dating.
Can you sound like a girl at least? You look like a girl. Could you sound like one? Can you talk a little bit more like this? And maybe you can pass.
Apps are 25 and above.
You're not a hot chick. You're a good-looking guy. What are you saying? Yeah, I don't know. The minute I said that, I went, what the hell am I talking
right?
about?
I thought that nobody under 30 would ever swipe right on me. And I know that sounds like, oh, you're being fake self-deprecating. No, I sincerely mean that. But I get a lot of 20-somethings who will hit me up. And I'm curious, I need to ask the ladies, is this a common experience in
You're asking ladies a male question.
dating apps, or am I just exceptionally beautiful?
You're funny, guy.
Help me out, ladies.
Yeah. You can't even say that with a straight face. That makes you laugh. Next.
First of all, how do y'all like my $6 blouse from Goodwill?
I
look damn good today.
It looks great.
And I know it. Yes, I'm going to toot my own horn. Because I had a motherfucker just miss out on all of this today. Let me tell you a story.
Okay, tell me your story.
I'm going to backtrack just a little bit back last summer.
Does she think she's attractive? I think she does. I think there's no mirrors in her life. I don't think she's ever looked in a mirror. I mean, right now she's in the front seat of a car. She could at least look in the review mirror and see, because she's not attractive.
I had been talking to this guy on Facebook dating. He worked at a restaurant close to me.
Okay.
As security. So I thought, I will go by there. We had been talking a little bit, and I thought, I'll go by there and eat and just visually check him out and see if his physical appearance meets my approval, because you can't always go by the
Does he know what you look like?
pictures on their profile.
Do you know what you look like? Do people in public
So
know what you
I
look like?
messaged him. I was like, hey, I'm actually going to come there and eat if you're going to be there. He never answered.
She looks like that guy from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the sweet transvestite. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Yeah, she kind of looks like him.
Me, never responded, completely ghosted me.
Yeah, I
He
wonder
wasn't
why.
there, which was fine. I didn't know if he was going to be there. So that he just stopped responding to anything and just ghosted me.
Because he's shivering with anticipation.
So I deleted him and moved on.
He thought you were the candy man.
Until this week. he popped back up on my dating app.
Don't be upset. It was a mercy killing.
On my Facebook dating app. And I said, so I'm not sure why you're even here because you ghosted me the last time.
Why don't you come up to the lab and see what's on the slab?
Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I just had a lot going on. Okay. All right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So then he just, for a couple of days, I didn't hear from him. And I was like, I see you're still not putting any effort into this.
Does she watch her own videos? I mean, you're not the most attractive guy in the world. I understand that. But I'm not putting myself out there saying I'm hot and I look good, knowing that I look like this
morning. And I said, don't really have any definitive plans.
It's not easy having a good time.
And he said, well, I'm off today and I'd like to see you. Okay, bet. Let's do lunch. I've got dinner plans tonight with a friend.
You gonna wear your $6 shirt from the Goodwill?
Let's do lunch. Cool. I said, is there any place in particular you want to go?
Yeah, let's go to the place where I work because I get a discount.
No. Now, pause and just bear in mind, I've had little to no sleep. I woke up around 2-something this morning, didn't go back to sleep until around 6.
I'm indeed grateful to both you and your brother Riffraff. You have both served me well.
And got up about 10.
What about work?
When he decided he wanted to go eat lunch. And I was like, well, I don't really feel great, but I'm going to get up and get myself looking presentable. And
What did you wake up at 5 a.m.?
We'll go to lunch. So I asked him, I said, is there any place you want to go in particular? No. What do you think? I said, well, what about Kickback Jack's? Okay. So then I am still waiting for him to confirm 12 o'clock Kickback Jack's here in Mooresville.
She lives near your parents, so you better be nice to her if she lives in Mooresville. Oh yeah, we better be nice.
But all of a sudden, at 20 minutes till 12, we were supposed to meet at noon. At 11:40, when I'm 5 minutes from walking out the door, he messages me and says,
Come, we are ready for the floor show.
well, it's just really going to be crowded at Kickbacks. And I'm sitting here. I got front row parking. This place is not crowded. It's a Wednesday afternoon. It's not crowded. Granted, it's 12:37. I made some stops on the way here, but it's still not crowded. And even if it was, what does that got to do with anything? This place is huge.
He's going to ghost you in person.
The only time I've ever had to wait on a table was during basketball season, during the
Get to it. What happened? Did he see what you look like?
The only time I've ever had to wait on the table.
You got to be nice to her. She lives in the Mooresville.
I digress. He says, let me just take a rain check. It's going to be really crowded there, and let's just text and get to know.
It's pretty bad. She's like a Mooresville 2.
Know each other a little better and make plans for another time.
Mooresville 1.
I lost my shit on him. I said, you mean to tell me that I got up, got myself ready, in 5 minutes from walking out the door.
It took me 5 hours to look somewhat presentable.
And you pulled this shit? And I said a few more other things, and I told him to go f*** himself. I was not going to be his pen pal. That if he wanted to meet a woman, he would have done it already. So, I'm taking myself to lunch to Kickback Jack's. And I might even get a steak. I am so sick of these goddamn men and their bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, I'm sick of them. Sick of the men who see my photo and see what I look like in real life. And then they run. And they don't want to go to Kickback Jack's, wherever that is. Yeah, you better stay away from Kickback Jack's because you're talking bad crap about that girl and she looks like she could beat you up. Yeah, she's definitely out of my weight class. Next.
Wait until you see the sea monkeys. This is actually a super exciting sea monkey.
Oh, it's the sea monkey girl.
Update this week, and we have a lot we need to do. A lot of things, as in 2 things. We just need to give them more water because I bought distilled water, and we need
She's showing the sea monkeys, and they're huge.
So it used to be feeding Friday.
Yeah, there's a really big sea monkeys.
And now it's Mondays. So now we're on to Sea Monkey Monday. That's what we're called now. You can see them. Just look
They're massive.
how big they've gotten.
They're the size of a trout.
Okay, these are the originals. Look, you can just see them.
They're gonna grow legs.
Okay, let's get a closer look. And that's not even the most exciting part.
What's the most exciting part? Jimmy, sit down. Okay, I'm gonna sit down right here in the chair so I can watch her. What's she gonna do with the sea monkeys?
I'm sorry, what are those? Did they have babies?
Oh my God, the sea monkeys had baby sea monkeys. This is the great. She only spent $9 and she got sea monkeys, and then she got baby sea monkeys. She could have more sea monkeys.
Everywhere? Look at all the babies. We still have our 3 originals. The one with the
You killed like 14 of them.
not a sack.
Because you didn't feed them and you left for a week.
Because she had babies. And then there's the other 2 grown ones. There's one up here, and there's one.
Oh, she's got just a big mess of sea monkeys now.
And look at all the babies. So yeah, we're grandparents. Now we're going to move on to the Blondie babies, but not the ones that just hatched from our Blondie bunch. I don't know how we're going to keep, I don't know how we're going to keep this all organized. Okay.
I'll take the sea monkeys. I'll take as many as you want to give me, and I'll be a really, really, really good grandfather and father to the sea monkeys.
Blondie babies are, okay? That's just the other tank. Blondie bunch. Look at the Blondie babies. The reason I'm showing you, look how big they've gotten.
Oh, they're huge, but they don't have babies.
Look at them.
Put them all in the same tank.
We got another one with a sack. I mean, a baby pouch or whatever we're calling it.
That one's pregnant.
Gonna have more babies.
Jimmy, you have to get sea monkeys
All right.
because they can have baby sea monkeys and lots more sea monkeys.
Blondie a bunch first. I'm so scared to add more water.
She's gonna feed them now, Jimmy.
These things. Bye.
I love this girl. I was mad at her because she left for a week and she killed some sea monkeys, but she's doing much better because she's grandparents to sea monkeys now. So, this is great.
You look. See, there's this little line thing by my finger. That's where the water's supposed to be, boo. So I need to add water. But I'm so worried. What if I wreck this?
You got a sea monkey update. You should be happy now. I can breathe because there's more sea monkeys in the world. Next. I say next. You can't say next. Next.
Me and my husband are fighting.
Oh, great.
We're in a fight right now, and it's fine. It's not like the end of the world, but we're fighting because I was sick yesterday. And so he was like, no, stay in bed. Don't get anybody else sick. We got everything, which was amazing. And I'm super thankful that he did that. And I appreciate that he did that. But in my mind, in my mom woman brain, I was like, oh, I'm going to stay in bed. And he's going to make sure that everything gets done the way I would have did it. The Sunday setup that I would have taken care of.
Nope, that's where you're wrong.
Cleaning the house, doing the laundry, all of the things that I do. I do with the kids. I do around the house. So we're good to go for the week or even just on a regular basis. I just assumed he would do. So when I came out of my sick cave this morning and seen that nothing was done, I was immediately...
excuse me. Were the kids alive? Were the animals alive? If the answer is yes to both of those questions, then he did his job.
Immediately angry. And I should.
He's not going to do his job and your job just because you're sick. Okay, he let you lay in the bed. He kept the kids alive. Job done.
Ben, because if you've been following me, I've literally been talking about this book nonstop.
He ain't reading no damn book.
For 2 weeks now. It's called Pray for Him, Not Change Him. And one of the things that he said was, he was like, now you're going to get on there and talk about how you pray for me. He's like, meanwhile, you're yelling at me. And I said, yes, I am. But I'm going to come on here completely honest and transparent. I am not perfect. I am not talking about...
Then you shouldn't have got sick.
This book.
You got sick, not him. He kept the kids alive. He kept the animals alive.
God himself.
He kept you alive.
And I am...
He kept himself alive.
Perfect. And I do not misstep and I do not stumble. We are...
Is the house burned down? No.
We've been married for 20 years.
Do the cars still run? Yes.
It is still a working relationship.
Okay, you've been married to this guy for 20 years. Don't act like this is something new. You know the guy you're married to. You just said you've been married to him for 20 years. This is the guy you married.
We still have to work on it. And
If you wanted somebody to clean the house and feed the kids and do the laundry and to scrub the bathtub, you should have married a broad.
while I was upset with him, as I'm yelling at him, I'm remembering the things I read in the book.
You need to read the book again or marry a broad. One of the two, because a guy's just going to do the bare minimum because there's just things to watch on the TV, okay? That's what it comes down to. There's things to watch on the TV. There's beers to drink. You can't do everything. He's not Superman. He's just a man. Next.
This just happening moments ago. A court has ruled that the White House does not have to give access to the Associated Press to Air Force One or certain events.
If you want access to the president, you got to play by the rules. It's not a constitutional right that you can be around the president. AP News, who's barely still a news source.
At the White House. This is the headline that came out just a short time ago.
It's not 1974. There's no need for the AP News. We have X now.
And this is
X gets the news faster than the AP does.
What the White House put in the briefing room, this sign or this image on their monitors. It says Victory, Gulf of America.
Right.
Well, why does it say that? Well, here's the deal. The White House blocked the AP from coming into the Oval Office, blocked them from being on Air Force One because they were not calling it the Gulf of America. And that's the name of it now. Other media organizations.
Everybody else is playing by the rules. Gulf of America. Say it, Jimmy. Gulf of America. See, now you can go to the White House.
Are calling it Gulf of America.
I would love to go to the White House. That would be so good. You know, I went on whitehouse.gov today, and I went to see how to get you into the press thing, and I couldn't find it anywhere on whitehouse.gov. And it's also wh.gov, and I couldn't find it because I really wanted to get Boss into the press thing so he can ask questions.
The AP is saying it's the Gulf of Mexico. So
that's being a good producer intern.
The AP took the White House to court saying you have to let us.
It's not a constitutional right.
A judge has just ruled that nope, that's not the case.
Yep.
We do not have to. You do not have access. There's so many media organizations out there that would love to have access.
Right.
I would
like info-warswithaz.com.
love to have access as an independent journalist to the White House, but I don't.
Yeah, we want to be there. Next.
Let's say you are talking to this girl and you're starting to like her and she's so pretty, she's so diva, and you're like, how am I even talking to this girl right now? And
next time you go to the doctor, don't do that to your lips. Just don't. When he says, do you want more lip filler? Say, no, I got enough for 14 people. That's what you tell the doctor.
you find out from not her, but somewhere that she is a transformer.
Robots in disguise.
She's a transformer.
Makes you very upset. You want to proceed and send her a text that is basically like, you f***ing idiot, why did you not tell me that you were, and then proceed to block her or whatever. And before you do that, I just want to tell you something, okay?
Okay.
There's this thing, it's called danger.
It's called wiener.
And a lot of us women, trans women,
Robots in disguise.
we have to deal with that a lot. And basic social human interactions, we have to be really smart. We have to look over our shoulders.
Okay, then you know what? Stay off of the Tinder and the Hinge and things like that. Go on the Transformer website and put yourself on there. Then the guy knows going in that you got a wiener. All right? Don't go on the Tinder, the Facebook dating thing and try to date straight men, because you're going to have that problem. Because they're going to say, I didn't know you were a guy. Next.
The largest heist in history just happened. Some North Korean hackers called the Lazarus Group stole $1.5 billion from a company called Bybit.
Oh, I got to know about this. I love heists.
And here's how they did it. Bybit kept a ton of money in something called a cold wallet, which is like an offline bank.
Yeah, this is like Ocean's 15. Yeah, this is a good heist. Billions.
It's really hard for hackers to get to. However, they regularly have to transfer money from that to a warm wallet, which is connected to the internet. However, it makes it really easy to do transactions. Problem is, it's more susceptible to fraud. But during that transaction, the hackers managed to manipulate the signing interface, essentially saying, yes, we're a legitimate receiver of this money, and they stole $1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion.
It gets crazier because
they're like Ukraine.
Now they have to launder the money. It's going to a whole bunch of different places, including
Ukraine steals billions.
Including this exchange, which is based in Belize. The problem is the Belize government...
Zelensky works for them.
And their FSC is that they have not issued any...
He stole like $500 billion from us and lost it.
Licenses for exchanges, but it's definitely registered in Belize. So who's getting paid? Now that money's...
Zelensky and Gavin Newsom.
North Korea so it can fund their nuclear program because 2025. Seriously, chill.
Next.
Former Vice President Kamala Harris, who's rumored to run for California governor, is going viral after she went to visit the aftermath of the LA fires.
Who woke up Kamala? Where's she been? She's on the TV now. Oh, wow. I haven't seen her in 3 years now. She's been hiding. What'd she say?
Through your mind, when you see this, you're here, you're now seeing it up close.
It's not only seeing it, Alex, you can smell it. You can seal it, right?
You can smell the fire.
And so it's
fire smells.
Seeing it with our eyes, and many people have seen it. You all are covering it. It's a little.
Boy, did we dodge that bullet, didn't we?
Really be on the ground here. You can.
She could have been president, going, I smell fire.
Smell. The smoke that was here. You can feel the.
You can feel the smoke. Oh my God, we did dodge a huge bullet.
The toxicity, frankly, of the environment. You can feel the energy of all of the folks who are still here on the ground.
Join me on Discord.
Oh, wow. So without a teleprompter, that was crazy. Oh, I'm so glad. Trump's president. Next.
President Trump announces Dan Bongino will be the next deputy director of the FBI.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. That's like making me an FBI guy. We have better ratings than he does.
Alongside Cash, but
we double his ratings. So I should be. You should make Jimmy the FBI guy or something. Or CIA. Make us something. We believe in Trump and we have better ratings.
Hell. Heads really...
And he's not even on the radio. We're all over the world.
We are exploding over this, but there's one person in particular who's shaking in their boots.
Yeah, the people that work for the FBI.
More nervous than a lot of them, Adam Schiff. And he's got good reason to be. Wait till you see this. Also, Apple confirming this morning that they will be reshoring, relocating their manufacturing base from China back to the United States.
Oh, see, look, Trump's been in office 32 days, and look at this already. Oh, look at that. Our company actually moved from China to the U.S. Oh, look at that.
This is a huge economic victory.
Huge. Next.
This has to be breaking news. Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida on ending property taxes statewide recently just said, you buy a home, you buy land, and then you've been taxed many times on that. Is it your property or not? Just for being on your property, you've got to write a check to the government every year?
Wow, a politician is actually making sense. Yeah, you buy the property, you pay the tax. Why you got to keep paying every year?
Paying property taxes on the property that you own, especially after paying off, let's say, a 30-year mortgage, you shouldn't have to keep paying
because you own it
on that land.
Oh, God, I so believe that.
Be yours outright.
Yeah, it's like they tax my money when I get paid from work. And then when I go buy stuff, they tax me again. And then when I get in my car, they tax me. And then when I put gas in it, the gas is taxed. And then my property's taxed and my car's taxed. Oh, wow, he's making sense. Make Ron DeSantis like vice president of something.
For me, experience. But anyone living in Florida currently, if they do this, awesome for you guys.
Yeah, we're all moving to Florida. Look at that. Great weather, palm trees, and no property tax.
Even when you feel
thought I would never say this, but Florida actually looks inviting to me.
Yeah, you can move to Florida and not pay any. Wow. And being near Disney World and Ybor City
and Clearwater and be near the beach. We should move to Florida now.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried.